Good morning, everyone. We're going to talk about Jesus today and where this word comes from and what it is, what it actually means. And it's a deception. If a person ever lived, I assure you, his name was not Jesus. Theology, from the Greek, theos. Anytime you see the letter TH together, it represents God. It's theology. It's the study of God. Ology is study, and the is God. Theos. Okay? That is why Saturn in its sigil looks like the TH. Because Saturn is God. Time is God. Theos. This is where it comes from. His name is Theseus. He is the firstborn son of Jupiter, Zeus, Nibiru, Theseus, ancient Greek. And you can see the Eusus here. They dropped the TH and gave you Eusus out of the Greek for Jesus. Was a mythical king and co-founder of Athens, like Perseus, Cadmus, and Hercules. Theseus battled and overcame foes that were identified with an archaic religious and social order. This was a major cultural transition, the making of a new Olympia by Hercules. Theseus was a founding hero for the Athenians in the same way that Hercules was the founding hero for the Dorians. The Athenians regarded Theseus as a great reformer. His name comes from the root Themos, Greek for the gathering. The myths surrounding Theseus, his journeys, exploits, and family have provided material for fiction throughout the ages. Let's see if we can get down to the hub of he fights the Minotaur, right? He was supposed to inherit the Adriatic area from Adriana, and his brother kills him. And he raises from the dead. According to some sources, Theseus also was one of the Argonauts, although Apollonius of Rhodes states in the Argonautica that Theseus was still in the underworld at this time. That's because he's on the cross. Both statements are consistent with Medea being Aegeus' wife by the time of Theseus came to Athens. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see, is it going to give us the thing here? No. We're not going to get it. His brother is Dionysus. So Theseus fights the Minotaur. See if we can get that story. Theseus fights the Minotaur. He wins the battle. After decapitating the beast, Theseus used the string to escape the labyrinth and managed to escape with all of the young Athenians and Adrian, as well as her young sister Phaedra. Then he and the rest of the crew fell asleep on the beach. Athena woke Theseus and told him to leave early that morning. Athena told Theseus to leave Adriana and Phaedra on the beach, stricken with distress. Theseus forgot to put up the white sails instead of the black ones, so the king committed suicide, in some versions throwing himself on the cliff into the sea, and then causing this body of water to be named the Aegean. Dionysus later saw Adriana crying out for Theseus, oh wow, and took pity on her and married her. I don't know what's going on with my browser here. It don't want me talking about this, does it? We'll just skip by that. Let's go, and I'm going to show you what they did to the word. If I can get my computer to function. Da 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 da. All right, here we go. Let's get us T. Let's do it this way, because it's the T. It's the cross. And then you have Jesus. Right? That's how they say it in Spanish, right? Spanish and Arabic are connected. So's the French. So you have Jesus. You have Theseus. And this is the man on the cross. Let's talk about the man on the cross. I've got to move my thing here. Don't say. Let's talk about the man on the cross. Let's do the cross. Because this is Aquarius, right? He's fixed. This is Aquarius up here. He's on the cross. He is fixed air. There are others on the cross. Over here, on this side, he has Taurus is fixed earth. Function for me today, you can tell. And this is Taurus. This is the Tau. And this is Aquarius. Thalum up here. And the one on this side is the eagle or the scorpion. We're going to put the eagle because that's what it originally was. And then we have another one at the foot. Here's the foot of the cross, and we have a lion. And Mary. Mary is at the foot of the cross. And that's Virgo and Leo. So literally, the Sphinx is sitting at the foot of the cross. Okay, that's where the Sphinx is. The eagle is the scorpion. These are the two robbers. The eagle is water. And at the bottom is fire. It's the lion. We are told in the story that John, the beloved, was at the cross. So we're assuming that the lion was John. And these are the two robbers. One of them will be with him in paradise that day. Guess which one? Do you know? It's this one. This one will not. The eagle will not be because of the way they fall on the zodiac. If this comes into the east, rises in the east, the throne of glory, and the lion is in the west, then this is south, and this is north. Am I doing that right? You look north. Nope, this one is south, and this one is north. Yes, because of the way the zodiac turns this way. Zodiac turns this way. It's like the woman being taken off into the wilderness. If this is east and this is west, this is the spring equinox, and this is the fall equinox. The woman, Mary, is falling, okay? And so is the eagle. The eagle is falling to the winter solstice of its death. She's hid in the wilderness for a time, 2 times, and half a time till she comes past the winter solstice. Does any of this make sense to you? That Theseus is Jesus on the cross, the son of Jupiter. And I assure you, that's not who we are waiting on. No, 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 no. We're waiting on Aquarius. So, who did all this? They tell you who done it. The Jews insisted it be done, and the Romans put the man on the cross. The Romans crucified Theseus because Jupiter was their god. This is the son of God. And his name is not Theseus. Here comes that TH. God. I'm going to show you what else this is. This has to do with E-L-O. Some are H, some are I-M, some are H-I-M. It's the Elohim. It's the sons of God. The offspring of Saturn. Saturn rules Aquarius. This is, his name ain't Jesus, it's Thalem, but Theseus, the son of Zeus or Jupiter. They have changed the names on us. So there you go, as Jesus on the cross, the whole story. It's Bible, Bibble, Babble from the astrologers that claim to be religious priests of God. Okay, let's talk about something else. Because there's a lot of things going on about the end of the world. Now, TH is what? God. Ear, God. We're told that the earth in the oldest creation story that will live in the side of the eye of a blue-eyed giant. Okay? Eyes and ears, people. It's the ear. Earth is the ear of God. All right. Let me keep going here. Saturn. The symbol is TH. Jupiter's symbol, I call it 24 because it looks like that. It looks like a 2 and a 4, right? Or if you turn it upside down, it looks like the HT. It's almost backwards from that one. It's almost inverted when Saturn's is like this. Are we seeing this? So, Earth, Saturn, God. Let's see what else they've done. Don't save. So, the Romans and the Jews built this book, and it's a zodiac, it's an astrology book. We're waiting on the age of air, heaven, Aquarius, and Thalem, who they want to identify with Theseus, because Jupiter, the Jews were the sons of fire. That's what I call them. Understand this. These are the illuminated, right? They're illuminated. We call them the Jews, the illuminated ones. We're now in water. These two always hook up. Want to know the end of the Game of Thrones? Battle of Fire and Ice? What happens? Cersei destroys the 7 gods. Those are the 7 planets. Right? She destroys the septum, the 7. Okay? And then you have the god of many faces from Bravos. You have the god of fire from the previous age and the god of water. And they're going to hook up. And they already did. And a person called Jon Snow. Funny word. Okay, John is at the foot of the cross of Jesus. He actually has the right to be king. He's a lion of the tribe of Judah. That's who's at the foot of the cross. The S always means knowledge. So we have knowledge now. Now we have knowledge. We're not snowblind anymore. This age of water has been the age of I believe. I call it blind faith. And by God, we've had the blind leading the blind by the god of Zeus. Did I do that right? Z-E-U? Did I do it backwards? He deserves it. Which is Nibiru. Nibiru is not coming, people. Nibiru is leaving. Yep, because Saturn's coming back. Oh, Kronos. Father Time. and Jupiter and Mars, these sons of fire and illusion, illumination and illusion. These priests were trained in Babylon. Babylon means confusion with. Con means with, and fusion. Why is it confusion? Because they mixed the stories together. It's mixed. I'll tell you another word that means mixed. We say Arab. They say Arab. And it means mixed. Because they are the mixed peoples of the black age of earth out of Egypt and the Asian age of yellow of fire. Yellow fire, that's what I call it. On the wheel, right? Black is Egypt. So, the Son of God is black. Why? Because in the night sky, this is zodiac. This means zodiac, right? That's why this is God. That's why this is God. Because it's the zodiac. Everything in the zodiac, Aquarius, it's a black lion, it's a black woman, it's a black man. Why? Because the night sky is black. You couldn't see the stars if it wasn't. So you have black horses, black man, black woman, black eagle, black scorpion, black water. Hello, anybody? Black water. You got to start thinking about all this. When you're doing alchemy, you start with Negredo. Let's start over here with Negredo, which is black. And then you move to the yellow. Oh, what is the yellow? The white is Albedo. And the red, up here at the top, the red man, is Rubedo. Forget what the yellow is. I'll have to go back and look that up. Shame on me. This is the way the wheel is set up. You see, some of them were black and white are next to each other. No, 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 no. Black and white are always opposite each other on the wheel. Because they are opposed. They can't be sitting next to each other. So that's more of that confusion where they take everything. That's what the Jews did. That they learned in Babylon, confusion. To put two stories together and make one story. To fuse them. And that's what they did. Every religion is astrology. Krishna, man on the cross. Vishnu, the fish man, Dagon, the crossing of the ages between Pisces and Aquarius, water and air. Every bit of it. All the symbolism, all the iconography are talking about the same thing. The city of Jerusalem. I saw the new city of Jerusalem coming down out of heaven. It's a zodiac. It's the city of peace. It has 12 entrances. You can come and go as you please, right? There are 12 doors. 3 in the north, 3 in the south, 3 in the east, and 3 in the west. Sounds like the zodiac to me, people. Are they going to build a zodiac on the planet? The descriptions of Atlantis sound just like that. It's a round city, right? So they keep trying to square the circle. They're building these square cities so you don't see the city you live in is laid out under Masonic law by the zodiac. It's not 4 square, it's 4 circles. They just look like squares. They're square heads. They're SpongeBob's, and they're square heads. They're from the water world. And right now we are in water world, but we're coming, love this one, to the event T. The event horizon. Horizon. That is where the ocean meets the sky. Yeah, where the ocean meets the sky. And that's the event horizon. And when it happens, this time, the event horizon, where water meets air, we're coming into Aquarius that will be in the east and west, rising and setting, and the zodiac, the zodiac will be even. It will be balanced. On one end, you will have the man. On the other one, you will have the lion. It's the fixed cross. The entire New Testament is about changing the zodiac. And you know what? That's what Jesus is talking about the whole time. You need to repent, repaint the zodiac. I assure you, he was not of the gods of fire. His father is Saturn. Saturn rules 2 ages, Aquarius and Capricorn. See how they laid that on you? He's the Antichrist? No, he's not. Jupiter is not anointed. They have done everything they can to botch this story so you don't realize what's going on. They're making you hate this. They have demonized Capricorn and Aquarius. They have demonized Saturn. They exalt Jupiter. Jupiter's Marduk. Jupiter is Marduk. He's the one that ran all over the world and built all the temples to honor himself. And that's what we find there when we go. Do these people come from Jupiter? No, they come from Asia. Now, the funny thing about it is, water and fire, fire and ice, they go together. They always have. Jupiter, Mars, and the moon rule fire and water. Saturn, Mercury, and Venus rule earth and air. Saturn is the only one that rules 2 houses side by side. Jupiter rules Pisces, Saturn rules Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So we've got it in for us. We won't see Venus coming back around for a while. So all you Luciferians waiting, you can just keep on waiting. Because until Libra falls in the spring equinox, Venus, or Lucifer, will not be ruling on this planet. But she does rule with Saturn, because she rules earth and air. Saturn rules earth and air. Mercury rules earth and air. This was the problem that they're having right now, is because Mercury is supposed to have no dealing with these people of this age of water and fire. But they use the shit out of him. And they call it, and this is what they did. This is where they fucked up. They were told, because he rules mutable earth, right? That's mutable earth. That's Mercury and Venus. And they weren't supposed to do that. It's their downfall. It is what is destroying this age. Now you know why I'm telling you to Bitcoin out. Because that's part of the confusion. It's part of the curse that was laid down on them. Don't be afraid of Bitcoin, people. It is not a mark in your hand or your forehead. Fear the beast. You ever notice the cover of the Bible is black? It's a black book, ain't it? Why is it a black book? Why is the cover not white? Why are the words black and white? Where are the red words? Are there any yellow words? You got to think about all this. I need you to start looking at everything with starry, starry eyes. Let's get that going. I need you to look at everything with starry eyes. And I need you to hear with alchemical ears. I want you to hear the colors. And know that when you hear it, isn't that funny though, we make the ear with the S in it. S stands for knowledge. When you see the woman holding the two snakes, she's telling you, I've got both sets of knowledge. It's knowledge. I won't call it wisdom because knowledge can sustain on its own. Knowledge is knowing you're standing on a one-way street. Wisdom is knowing to look both ways anyway, even though you know it's a one-way street. Wisdom's telling you to look both ways anyway, because there are idiots out there. What is an idiot? Let's talk about our ids again and our identity. You're an id entity. You're an id entity. Remember I told you this has to do with Pluto and what all's going on with the monsters of the ids. Well, if you're an idiot, you're an ID of the I of the OT, Old Testament. Yep. You're an idiot. You don't understand what it is. It's the age of fire. We're in the New Testament is the age of water. The book of Revelations brings in the age of air. That's what it's talking about. Actually, it talks about all the ages because it talks about what was, first, what is. That's what he told you first. And then he told you what was. And then he told you what is to come. Alright? That's what he's telling you. And this is a span over the entire zodiac. This thing is talking about it from beginning to end. We've gone over this. I've showed you where the entire zodiac is laid out. Now we can expect a new zodiac as we enter into this age. It will be demanded, just like the Jews demanded that the Romans crucify Jesus. He's on the fixed cross, right? It's all metaphorical. So the Latins and the Babylonians, under the guise of Jews, Babylonians are disguised as Jews, and the Latins are disguised as Romans. There's even a prophecy against them in that book, and that is the Nicolaitans. The Nicolaitans, here's another one. The S is equal to NK. Y'all call it Inky or whatever you want to call it. This is K, also KN, depending on which side of the globe you're on. This also means knowledge. You can know, canal. So NK is the knowledge of the Laotians or the Latians, the Latins. They're Latins. The French caught all to this and bribed the hell out of the Vatican. How do you tell people the truth of it all? How do you tell them that everything you've believed in, everything you throwed your money, your heart, your soul, your life to, is all confusion. You gotta stop doing it. Stop being confused. Come out of confusion. Come out of Babylon is to come out of confusion. It's not a place. It's a state of mind. It's a way of thinking and understanding. This is what you need to come out of. This is where we are in error, because they fused together two stories. Probably more than that, but I'm going to say two. The story of the Babylonians and the story of the Latins. And they gave us the Bible. And they've been ruling us, lying to us ever since. Their time is up. They came over here and slaughtered the red man, the philosopher's stone that was walking the face of this earth, so they could usurp that as well, because Jupiter is the big boy on the block. The big boy on the block is always the bully, right? And but it's over for him. He's not going to make it. This was his problem. Let's talk about, and they know what's going on, because the Tudors changed their name to Windsor, the Wind Czar. The Bowers, I want you to see this word. This was their name before they changed it to Rothschild, and that means, I want you to watch this. There's that row and the TH, and it's shield. That's what it means. So they're shielding the Roth. What is the Roth? Let's take it straight from the Jewish. M-A-Z-Z-A. Mazzaroth. Guess what that means? Zodiac. So what are they covering up? What are they shielding? What are the Roths shielding? It's the Zodiac shield. So they can hide it. And they're using this to do it. But they used mutable earth. Mercury fixing to go retrograde in a solar eclipse. I'm going to do an interview with Wayne Steiger tomorrow, and we're going to talk about the solar eclipse. I have more information to give about it that we've not discussed, but I'm going to save that for his show. I'll leave a link when he posts for my subs, so you guys can go to his channel and watch it. But this is a very special solar eclipse. It happens at the foot of the cross. Alright, people. How many of you have I pissed off yet? How many of you are happy? How many of you are sad because you found out who the man on the cross really is? Man on the cross is Aquarius. I can't wait till we move into this age completely and get out of this delusion of these illuminated sons of fire and gods of water, and they're done. Understand, water is the abyss. Fire is hell. Saturn, Mercury, and Venus have no association with them. That is Mars, Jupiter, and the Moon. They rule water and fire. And the sun. The sun as well. Think about what I'm telling you. It's not that the gods are good and bad. The zodiac is a transmutation circle. They keep showing you this over and over again. Seal of Solomon, blah, 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 blah. I just want to beat my head against the wall at all the prophets, prognosticators, religious scholars who babble on and on and on and on, trying to interpretate a book that they have no understanding. They have no understanding. They got plenty of knowledge, but without understanding of the knowledge, you have no wisdom. And wisdom is what we're supposed to seek. You're supposed to seek wisdom and get it with all you're getting. Get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But they hid that from you. They hid it from you in the tree of life, and it's called Da'ath. There's that TH. And here's another one for you. This D is also a TH. D, T, and TH are all interchangeable. So it's the off. It's the and huh. It is Saturn and Jupiter. Jupiter and Saturn. And that's the two fingers. You get 2 fingers to kill, 2 fingers tequila. To kill a what? 2 fingers to kill a what? A damned whole world. But we're coming into the 2-finger tequila in 2020. Yeah. A lot's going down in 2020. The Maharishis are screaming of the golden age and heaven on earth beginning then. I've been talking about this since before 2012. I told you nothing was going to happen on 2012. They missed the date by an eternity. 8 years. Exactly to the day. 8 years. Why 8? It's the letter H. It's the breath of life. Air is the breath of life. The Holy Spirit. Age of Aquarius. The knowing. The canal. The 11 now. Aquarius is 1 and the others are 11. Think about what I'm telling you. Think about what we've talked about. Simon Peter is Satan. Jesus said so. Peter is Jupiter. Judas Iscariot is the son of Simon. Simon changed his name to Peter. Judas Iscariot is the son of Simon. He's the betrayer. He sold for 40 pieces of silver. 40 moons. 40 moons. He sold them out. It's okay. It really wasn't a sellout. We get the big prize. We get the canoeing. The Canites that canoe. I'm not even sure a lot of the Masons know. I think they are still separated by degrees and by houses in the zodiac. Excuse me. I don't have a mouse. I'm trying to do this on a pad. And that's why I want the laptop. I meant the little iPad. So I can use the stylus, the pencil, to draw. And yeah, do send those donations. I've gotten 3 already. Thank you, ladies, so much. Chris, Jean, Rose, and my special friend, Kelsey. Somebody sent me a pair of shoes, anonymously. Thank you so much. You do not know how bad I needed a pair of sandals. I have 1 pair of shoes, and they don't really fit me, so they make my feet hurt really bad, and I walk my dog daily because I'm in an apartment. Now I have to go out. I'm out real early in the morning, all day. She's loving it. She gets to go everywhere, meet the people, walk, smell everybody. She is happy as she can be here. And it's given me a lot of exercise. I'm so much better now. I'm putting on weight. I'm functional instead of dysfunctional. I'm thriving. Things are happening. I've got everything done that was on my agenda to do. And a lot of it is because of my subs, because you're there for me. And I appreciate that more than you all know. Alright, I'm cutting this here. You all know what to do. Go out and commit that random act of kindness every day. Bank in your karma. I'll leave a link below for those of you who want to go ahead and join in on the Bitcoin. Better safe than sorry. I'm in it for the long haul. I don't plan on withdrawing. It's just Satoshi. You have to get, what, 100 million Satoshi to get a Bitcoin. So it's in it for the long haul. But as it rises on the stock market, the value of the Satoshi rise as well. Here, let me take you over there right quick and show you what all you guys are doing for me. It's time to bot up again anyway. And as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, I have 14,235. What do you mean? Incorrect capture entered. How can that possibly be? Alright, here's what it done. Yep. So I just play now, and I just hit it one time for 1 Satoshi and walk away. Here's my referrals. Here's what you guys are doing. On my video that I made, my shit hits the fan, I got 7 referrals. Out of that 7, my commissions so far are 6,155. So out of my 14,000, almost 40% of it comes from you guys. That's what you're doing for me. This is just in the past 24 hours, 4,524. So, and then I can go down and I can actually look at who is doing what, who is donating what. Right? You can look at their, I don't know who these people are by code. You know your code, but this is your Bitcoin wallet number. So you can get Bitcoins from anywhere, and you put in this wallet number, and it'll add it to your totals. All right. Thanks, everybody, for liking, sharing, contributing, donating, and just being there for me and for each other. Many, many good things and prosperity come your way today.